Hello everyone, hope you understand the classes well and you're enjoying the problems what we have been discussing in the classes so far. And even in today's lecture also we'll go with some more applications on coordinate geometry for different types so that you can aware of uh, handling the different applications on different concepts. Okay, let's go ahead. Please note on the first problem. The abscissa of 2 points. Please note down the abscissa of 2 points A and B. The abscissa of 2 points A and B are the roots of the equation x square plus 2ax minus b square equal to 0. X square plus 2ax minus b square equal to 0. And their ordinates are the roots of y square plus 2py minus q square equal to 0. Y square plus 2py minus q square is equal to 0. Then the distance AB in terms of ABPQ. I repeat the question. The abscissa of 2 points A and B. Abscissa of 2 points A and B in the sense, for suppose if you take A x1 y1 and B x2 y2, x1 and x2 are said to be abscissa and y1 and y2 are said to be ordinates. Abscissa of these two coordinates are given by the roots of this, and the roots of this second equation will be the ordinates of the coordinates A and B, that is y1 and y2. Then what is the distance between these 2 points in terms of ABPQ? See, the question is some interesting, you should be very careful. Okay. See, let us go ahead how to handle this problem. You have learnt in quadratic equations, I think even in your schooling it might be there. For any quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Sum of the roots, for suppose if it has the roots alpha and beta, because the quadratic equation at most it can have 2 roots, let's say those roots are alpha and beta, such that their sum, that is alpha plus beta, is given by minus b by a, and the product, that is alpha beta, is given by c by a. Sum of the roots is minus b by a and the product of the roots is c by a. Okay. So with the help of this knowledge, minus b by a in the sense coefficient of x and coefficient of x square, here constant term and the coefficient of x square. So this result might be useful here, okay, in solving this problem, because since I have told you, if you treat the coordinates of A as x1 y1 and x2 y2, okay, and the abscissa of these two coordinates are given by these roots. Let's consider this equation is in terms of x, okay. Let's say x1 and x2 are the two roots of that equation. x1 and x2 are two roots. x1 and x2 are two roots for the equation 1, because the given equation is in terms of x. Then what is their sum? That is x1 plus x2 is equal to, I have told you just now, sum of the roots of quadratic equation is minus b by a, means minus 2a by 1, means we are getting minus 2a, and product of the roots nothing but x1 into x2 is equal to c by a, means here c is minus b square. Please be careful while taking the constant, you should also consider the sign, okay. minus b square by 1, in the sense it will be minus b square only. Similarly, for the second equation, we will consider y1 and y2 are the roots, because this quadratic equation is in terms of y. If y1 and y2 are the roots of this equation, what is the sum of those roots? y1 plus y2 is equal to minus 2p, and y1 into y2 is equal to minus q square. Hope you understand. For the first equation, since the first equation is in terms of x, for that I have taken the two roots as x1 and x2, such that their sum is minus 2a and the product is minus b square. Okay. And for the second equation, as the second equation is in terms of y, the roots I have taken as y1 and y2, such that their sum is minus 2p and product is minus q square. Okay. Now let us see. The distance between 2 points A and B is asked here. Means, what are the points we have considered? X1, y1 and x2, y2. So AB square can be written as x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. No problem, you can write even x2 minus x1 whole square also, because here we have the power 2. So even if you write x1 minus x2 also, there won't be any issue, because the negative of the even quantity will give us negative to the power. If there is any even term, that becomes positive. That's why. So x1 minus x2. x1 minus x2 in the sense it is the difference of the roots x1 and x2 and its square we have. Okay. I think you might have learned some formulas in algebraic identities, that a minus b whole square is equal to a plus b whole square minus 4ab. Can we write like this? A minus b whole square in the sense a square minus 2ab plus b square. Okay. Right hand side, if you simplify, a square plus b square plus 2ab minus 4ab will give you minus 2ab. Means a minus b whole square can be written as a plus b whole square minus 4ab. So this with the help of this result, we can rewrite this expression as x1 plus x2 whole square minus 4x1 x2. Similarly, y1 plus y2 whole square minus 4y1 y2. What is x1 plus x2? Minus 2a. Minus 2a whole square means 4a square minus 4 into x1 x2. What is x1 x2? Minus b square. Minus to minus plus means 4b square. What about this y1 plus y2 whole square? Means minus 2b whole square, in the sense 4p square, and minus 4y1 y2 means minus to minus plus 4q square. Therefore, what is the common factor? I am just erasing this part. Here ab square is equal to 4 is the common factor, so that we have a square plus b square plus p square plus q square. Therefore, we want only ab. So square root of this. What is square root of 4? 2. So root of a square plus b square plus p square plus q square. This is the distance between a and b if at all the roots of such equation are given by both the given quadratic equations. And you notice very clearly the entire expression is in terms of a, b, p and q. That's the question here. Here we are given with the options also. The first option is square root of a square plus b square plus q square plus p square. Second option, 2 times of root a square plus b square plus p square plus q square, means we have got already here. This is the second option. Here we have third option, root a square plus b square plus p square. Even we need not to think about it. And the fourth option is root a square plus b square plus q square. See, this problem with some conceptual knowledge we could do. Here what we have done, we have treated that the x1, the roots of the equation for the first equation as x1, x2, such that sum of the roots and product of the roots concept involved here. Okay. In that way, you have to think logically while doing some applications. Hope you understand. Let's go ahead with the next problem. Here we have an application on the area of triangle, completely involved in the algebraic expressions. Let us see. Area of the triangle formed by the vertices. It can be used as the standard formula also in the further days. The area of the triangle formed by the vertices. a comma 1 by a, b comma 1 by b, c comma 1 by c. Is here we have various options. Anyway, I will let you know the options later. Otherwise, I am writing here. Just please make a note adjacent to the question immediately, because I will erase it. A plus b plus c by abc. The first option. Second option. Mod a minus b into b minus c into c minus a by 2abc. The third option is abc by a plus b plus c. The fourth option, half a square plus b square plus c square. Half a square plus b square plus. So here they are the given options. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead with the solution. Let's treat the given coordinates as something x1 y1, x2 y2 and x3 y2. You should be very careful in deriving these kind of derivations. That's the reason I'm teaching you different types of applications. Let's go with the det formula. Area of the triangle is given by half det x1 minus x2, y1 minus y2, x1 minus x3, y1 minus y3. Fine. Half det x1 minus x2 means a minus b, y1 minus y2, 1 by a minus 1 by a, 1 by b, and x1 minus x3, a minus c, and y1 minus y3, that is 1 by a minus 1 by c. I can tell you this deriving this problem is easy in this 2 by 2 det format than any other formulas. So further we get a minus b. What is LCM? AB is the LCM. So on taking the cross product, we will be getting b minus a by ab. A minus c. Here you will be getting c minus a by ac. Now let's go for the cross product. This side will be getting minus. Okay. Half. Otherwise we can write in the det format only, not an issue. Cross product a minus b into c minus a by ac means a minus b into c minus a by ac. This side minus we are getting. Okay, so what shall we do? This term also will write a minus b by taking minus common factor. Here we have b minus a, taking the minus common factor, so that I am writing b minus a. So here we have 1 minus and taking minus common factor. Here already we are multiplying by minus. So minus and minus becomes plus. Okay. A minus b into a minus c by ab. After getting up to here, most of the students get stuck here. What to do? Nothing. Here we are supposed to factorize the part. That's it. We should be very careful in such areas. See very clearly what is the LCM of the both expressions AC and AB. Nothing but the LCM is ABC. The least common factor of AC and AB is ABC. Here this expression has AC. Okay. So to get ABC, what is to be multiplied? B is to be multiplied. So with that B we are multiplying and dividing. So that you are getting B into A minus B into C minus A. Okay. In the second expression we have AB, but the LCM is ABC. So what is to be multiplied? C. So plus C into A minus B into A minus C. Okay. Half. Now you notice properly A minus B, common term, C minus A and A minus C. We have C minus A and A minus C. To make these two terms again common, what can be done? Here we can take minus common factor, so that this term also becomes C minus A. Already here we have C minus A. And hence A minus B, C minus A are common factors, so that we will be getting B minus C as the factor. Hope you got it. B into A minus B into C minus A, taking minus common factor in this last term. So that I'll be getting plus into minus C into A minus B into C minus A by ABC. Okay. Now these two terms are same, means common in these two expressions. What can be done? We can take that as common factor. A minus B into, okay, C minus A into, here what is left? B is left, and here what is left? C is left. So B minus C by ABC. See how simply we could convert the expression into product format factors. So that half A minus B into B minus C into C minus A by ABC. What is the option here? Second option. We have second option as A minus B into B minus C into C minus A by 2ABC. Means this you can multiply into the under modulus part, so that you will be getting 2ABC. Not an issue. Either you can write half into this, or A minus B into B minus C into C minus A by 2ABC. Hope you understand. Nothing complex here. Only the factorization part you should be very careful, because most of the students may get confusion in handling this kind of problems in factorization. Rest of the cases you can do well, not a problem. Okay, let's go with the next problem. If G be the centroid and I be the incenter of the triangle, with the vertices A minus 36 comma 7, B 20 comma 7, and C 0 comma minus 8, and GI is equal to 25 by 3 square root of 205 into lambda. Therefore lambda is equal to, here we have the options. Option 1 1 by 25, option 2 1 by 5, option 3 25, option 4 and 5. Let's see the question very carefully. Here we are given with the coordinates of the triangle, and we are supposed to trace out centroid and incenter, and such that GI will be GI is provided something like this. Then what is the value of lambda? Means we are bounded to calculate the centroid coordinates and incenter coordinates. I am just erasing these options here. Okay. What is centroid? The centroid of the triangle is given by sum of the x coordinates by 3 and sum of the y coordinates by 3. Okay. What is sum of the x coordinates? Minus 36 plus 20, minus 16. Okay. So minus 16 by 3 comma sum of the y coordinates, that is 7 plus 7, 14 minus 8, 6 by 3, 2. So the sum of the x coordinates is minus 16 by 3 and sum of the y coordinates is 2. Therefore the centroid coordinates are minus 16 by 3 comma 2. So I am writing the centroid coordinates here, that G is minus 16 by 3 comma 2. And then let's go ahead with finding the incenter coordinates. Before going to calculate incenter coordinates, you know well, incenter formula is I is equal to ax1 plus bx2 plus cx3 by a plus b plus c, and ay1 plus by2 plus cy3 by a plus b plus c. Here we are aware of x1, x2, x3 and y1, y2, y3, but not a, b, c values. What are a, b, c values? They are opposite to vertex A, opposite to vertex B, and opposite to vertex C. Means here we are going to calculate BC length, CA length, and AB length. What is BC? BC square is equal to A square is equal to, BC is nothing but A here. Square root we are going to eliminate because we have taken square. So difference between x coordinates, that is 0 minus 20 whole square, that is 400. Okay, and minus 8 minus 7 minus 15, minus 15 square is 225. So you are getting 625. Therefore A square is 625, nothing but A is square root of 625, that is 25. Means we have got A is equal to 25. And coming to CA square, what is CA square? B square is equal to distance between these two, 0 minus half minus 36, 36 whole square, square root of, okay, square root we are not taking, 36 square because we have taken already square, and minus 8 minus 7 means minus 15 whole square. So you are getting 36 square, 6 6 are 36, means the square is going to end with 6, 30 into 30, 900. Okay, so that we are going to calculate the next case 30. See, when you are calculating such kind of areas, you should be very careful. First you come to the conclusion that they are going to end with what particular value. Here we have 6 square, so that the ending value is going to be definitely 6. Okay, so here 36 into 36 we are supposed to calculate. Okay, so that it is going to be something like 1296 plus 15 square. 15 square is 225. So which is equal to 6 plus 5 11. Okay, 9 plus 2 11, and yeah, and 1 we have 2, and 2 plus 2 4 plus 1, sorry, 1296 plus 225, 11, 9 to 11 plus 1 12. Okay, 2 to 4 plus 5, and 1521. What we have here? CA square is equal to 1521. What is square root of 1521 now? Because we have B square is equal to this, therefore B is equal to square root of 1521. So definitely just now we have calculated 36 square is 1296. So its square root is definitely more than this. Understand? So what square is going to end with 1? That let us think here. Okay, 39, because 39 into 39 is going to be ending with 1. So that if you calculate 39 square, you will be getting 1521. Fine. Or else you can check, we can also check it here, 39 into 39, what value you are going to get. Okay, 81, 27 plus 8, 351, 3 9 are 27, 9 plus 2 11, 1 12. Okay, 5 1. So the square root of 1521 is 39, means B is equal to 39. Similarly, let's calculate AB or AB square, that is C square. Difference of 20 minus of minus 36. 20 minus of minus 36 in the sense 20 plus 36. Okay, that is 56 square. 7 minus 7 0, means you are getting directly 56 as the C value. C is going to be 56, because we are getting C square is equal to 56 square, so that we are getting C is equal to 56, and hence A is 25, B is 39, okay, and C is 56. All the three values, and we are already aware of the x1, x2, x3 and y1, y2, y3. Let's substitute here. Be careful, we are getting very large values. Ax1 means 25 into x1. What is x1? Minus 36 plus bx2. What is bx2? bx2 39 into x2, that is 20. cx3. x3 anyway we have 0, so we need not to multiply it again. 25 plus 39 plus 56. Similarly, ay1 means 25 into y1. What is y1? 7 plus by2. by2 nothing but 39 into 7 plus CY1 56 into CY3 56 into minus 8 by, again we have 25 plus 39 plus 56. See how carefully we are supposed to be there. We are having very large values. That's the reason I have been telling you time and again that please be careful in doing such kind of applications, coordinate geometry problems. I am erasing this part. So let's go with the further calculation. 25 into minus 36, 30, 600, okay, yeah, minus 900 plus 39 into 20, 2 9s are 18, 6, 180, 39 into 2 9s are 18, 2 3s are 6, 7, okay, 780, we are getting 780 by 25 plus 39 plus 56, 20, 30, 50, 50, 100, 15, okay, 120, comma, 25 into 7, 35, 175, 63, 21, 56 into minus 8, minus 48. So the sum of these two is going to be cancelled with this, because plus into minus minus, these two results are going to be equal here. 25 into 7 plus 39 into 7 is equal to 56 into minus 8. Please do the calculation. Okay, 0 by something will give us 0. So minus 120 by 120 comma 0, which is equal to minus 1 comma 0. This is what in center. See how tedious values we are getting here. So please be careful. Now we have got in center and coordinates of in center and centroid. Minus 1 comma 0. Now calculate GA according to question. Square root of minus 1 plus 16 by 3 whole square plus 0 minus 2 whole square, that is 4. Square root of minus 1 plus 16 minus 3 plus 16, that is 13 by 3 whole square plus 4. So square root of 13 by 3 whole square means 169 plus 9 by 9 plus 4. Square root of 169 plus 36. How much we are getting? 15. Yeah, 205 by 9. So which is equal to root 205 by 3. This is what GI. But according to the question, what is GI? GI is equal to 25 by 3 square root of 205 lambda. Then what is lambda? It's a question. Now you see, lambda is to be replaced by what value, so that GI will be this. I repeat, lambda if we replace by some value, GI will be something like this. What is that? Here what additional value you are finding in the given condition? 25. That is to be eliminated. How it can be eliminated? If you replace lambda by 1 by 25, 25 gets cancelled, so that you will be getting GI is equal to root 25 by 3. See, therefore according to your options, I have written already options 1 by 25, 1 by 5, 25 and 5. So here we have 1 by 25 as the lambda value. See, such kind of areas you may come across. Sometimes even unfortunately we may come across in the competitive exam also, final exams also. In that cases definitely they are time killing factors. That's the reason please be faster in calculations. Since I am at the end of explanation, I am bounded to do in a slower manner to make everybody understand. Okay, thank you.